Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us.
Hi, look at us. We're live right now.
How long have we been live?
As soon as I said look at us. Oh,
Can't scare
God.
me. No countdown, just giving me the doc right before going live.
It's a cold open. Great. Hey, I was going to handle the first few topics anyway. That's our usual thing, right?
I know, but I usually do look at it beforehand just to prep myself.
You can look at it right now. Okay. What's going on, everybody? We got a great show for you today. We got a lot of announcements, a lot of exciting things to happen. Hope you're having a lovely Friday, and I hope everyone is going to see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness this weekend. I am very excited for that.
Tomorrow.
I've heard that this is the superhero movie to it's leapfrogged. It's leapfrogged the last one as the most impressive visual effects of any superhero movie.
Cool.
So I'm pretty excited about that. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Sadly, we got some sad news to start off. The co-founder of Razer, the popular gaming peripheral and hardware company, the co-founder of Razer has passed away. Robert Krakoff, age 81, was the manager and the founder of Razer when it was known as Klarna in the late 90s and early 2000s. It helped spin off Razer into a standalone company a few years later. Sad that he passed away. I personally am not a fan of many of Razer's products, but I could see that they do have a lot of influence in the gaming space, and I wanted to at least highlight that one of the big leaders in the space has passed away. So you will be missed, Krakoff. Let's move on. Unsurprisingly, Russia is experiencing an unprecedented wave of cyber attacks on its State Department and its reserves, its federal reserves as well. So obviously this is due to this is retribution for the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. This large scale cyber attack is unprecedented, and it's honestly probably the biggest cyber attack we've seen in history.
Really?
Yeah, just period. Because this is the first time since the fall of the Soviet Union where we had a large scale conflict involving a superpower nation that wasn't the United States, and that used a lot of cyber warfare as its weapon of choice in particular. So yeah, we are in a hacker time. It's hacker time. Intel has announced its new process node, its new next gen CPU node, or GPU node as well. The current gen, I believe, is Raptor Lake, I think, and the next one is Meteor Lake, which sounds really cool. I want there to be a lake with a meteor in it, or just a lake as big as a meteor, but there's plenty of those. But
yeah. So I say, what do you think caused the thousand lakes? No, 1,000 islands. What's the place? What was the story? Paul Bunyan stomping around with Blue.
I am not caught up on my American folklore. I'm not sure.
Oh, you never saw the Disney's folk stories movie?
I did, but Jared, it's been a minute since I've seen that. It's been
hey, the last time I saw it was in 6th grade, so it's been a little bit.
Even before that, so
I brought it into 6th grade to watch because we were talking about folks' tales.
Gotcha. So the Meteor Lake process node is powering on, meaning it is starting manufacturing in Q2, what we are in right now, and it is shipping in 2023. Unclear when, but at some point in 2023, it will begin shipping in new CPUs and new consumer GPUs as well. Important highlight for anyone who is interested in protecting themselves online and values their own privacy, Microsoft is adding a free VPN to its Edge browser.
Really?
It's free. Yep. So no strings attached. They are just adding like a built-in VPN for like safe browsing because like they are making a point ever since Windows 11 was released. They've been very much doubling down on like the fact that they value security and privacy very much, which is more than I can say for what Apple is doing lately. But yeah, this is very good. I am usually not a fan of Edge, but the fact that they have a free built-in VPN for people who can't afford one but still want to protect themselves online, I think that is very admirable, and that is a good move on their part. That is very good. Moving on. You should talk about this one.
Oh, I should.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this stupid. This. We all know that obnoxious Fisher Price children's like game controller. It's got like the smiley face in the middle.
I hated it so much.
It makes sounds and everything. Someone modded it to be a fully functioning Xbox controller, with all the sounds still playing. So it has essentially become its strongest form, and there's a tech demo or like a video of the creator, Rudism. I'm going to say at Rudism on Twitter to see the video. They're playing Elden Ring with it.
Rudeism, I believe that's pronounced.
That's awful. I just watched a little bit of it.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
They're quoted as they say, "Thank you at Wario64 for the offhand joke that inspired me to make this happen. Wario64, fuck you for bringing this into the world. This is your doing. Suffer the consequences."
Yeah. I thought that was an interesting highlight from a technology perspective, though. Tech leaders who are interested in creating their own metaverse, such as Mark Zuckerberg, have made it clear that they want virtual haptics or haptic sensations to be enabled in the metaverse, meaning you would be able to create ultrasound airborne waves, whatever that means. That means nothing. You would be able to create essentially vibrations on the lips, teeth, and tongue, and these haptics are in theory small enough to be transmitted through headsets like the MetaQuest and the MetaQuest 2. So it's clear to say that Mark Zuckerberg, clearly a priority for him is being able to kiss people inside the metaverse.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
This is uncomfortable.
Recreate the meme. My taco. This is an empty Taco Bell gift card.
Sad news again. The Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger has been quoted saying that he expects the silicon shortage, to last until 2024, which is the latest we have heard of it getting resolved, and I am upset. But honestly, I'm not surprised hearing about it, considering how many people were staking their bets on 2023 being the return to form. But I kind of figured it was going to be 2024 before we felt things get back to normal.
Yeah.
But it'll improve in 2023 for sure. Meta will reportedly release 2 new Quest VR headsets over the next year and a half, as well as 2 unrelated non-gaming headsets, which I don't know how they're going to do that, considering how many hours they have to pour into building the infrastructure inside the metaverse. but we'll see. I guess
But that's a tall claim.
yeah, four total VR headsets by 2024. That's a lot. Like, are you gonna have like one? I'm equating it to consoles. Like, are you gonna have like the equivalent of an Oculus Quest Mini, and then like an Oculus Quest 3? I'm assuming something like that. I don't know. Never encountered that before. But moving on, Apple's second retail store has chosen to unionize, which is another great big push in the fight for unionization and worker rights.
That's seriously good.
This is the store in Towson Town Center Mall in Maryland, and they have wrote in a special ballot to seek unionization, which is very good. And it's refreshing to see like workers start to push back against these massive corporations. So I'm very pleased to see that. A new movement called Climate Replay has developers pledging their allegiance to anti-NFTs, or at least being environmentally friendly in the wake of NFTs, more of them being minted. Excuse me. So what this movement is about is not only considering the implementation of NFTs, like considering if it's ethically correct to implement it into certain games, but the main drive is to focus on digital assets and how they're created and the environmental impact it has, because not many people draw or take this away from like the whole like NFT meme, like ever since NFTs came out. But NFTs cost energy. They have an energy cost to make. And if you have hundreds and hundreds and perhaps even millions of people minting these things, you're going to have a significant energy cost. So that's what the purpose of this movement is. It's to consider the ethics of NFTs in mainly the environment, but also whether they should be implemented in certain games or not. So I hope they do good work. I hope to hear from them. Finally, last tech topic of the day, net neutrality has won the war against ISPs in California. The entire broadband industry in the state of California has abandoned its lawsuit against the state of California's net neutrality law after 3 attempts to overturn the law and to repeal the net neutrality rule in California. The state dismissed the case after the plaintiffs, the ISPs in question, chose to do so. I think it's the 3 organizations that is it 3 or 4? It looks like 4. Oh, 3 court losses. Okay, so there were 4 ISPs that participated in the lawsuit. It was ACA Connects, formerly the American Cable Association, CTIA, the Wireless Association, NCTA, the Internet and Television Association, and US Telecom. They were all suing the state of California. That's insane. And California still won. That's amazing. So it's pretty cool. And now we have precedent for like net neutrality being protected in other states.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be very, very important going forward as the fight for like a free and open internet continues. So good job, CA. Would you like to take the first gaming topic?
I was kind of confused about it with like the wording of your header. Can you take it?
Yes. So what I had said was Square Enix has pulled out of the Western gaming market, meaning
Sonic Team should pull out of Western gaming market. I'm sorry I said what I said.
Wait, what?
Continue. I can say what I was going to say afterwards.
Okay, hold on to that. So when I say they've sold off their Western properties or their Western assets, I'm talking about the stuff that isn't produced in Japan and is delegated to like Square Enix America edition or something like that. The IPs that they've sold off include Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, Legacy of Kain, and 50 smaller titles as well.
Was Thief listed in those top ones?
Hey, Old Thief used to be good. Old Thief was good. Old Thief was good. Not the 2013 game that we don't talk about, but
I didn't know that there were others.
but oh yeah, like that bad one was like the most recent one, and and that's the reason that there haven't been more. But like the Old Thief games, they were like peak stealth. Like I'm talking like up there with Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell. Like they were like titans of stealth games. But yeah, they've sold off all of those IPs. The big ones being Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, and Thief. For a total of roughly $300 million.
Okay.
And they've done this because they want to fund assets or fund their work in the blockchain or investing in the blockchain, meaning that they want games where they can add NFTs into it, like what I was just talking about. They want to pursue that. And I think this is something that Konami could take heed to. Like, rather than just hoard an intellectual property and sit on it and keep renewing the rights to it but not doing anything with it because you don't feel like making the investment, sell the rights and do what you want to do, but don't hold the IP hostage.
Yeah, no, that's because like I said up top, I was confused with your wording, so I also kind of misspoke with what I meant. I think Japan should sell the rights to Sonic to the West.
Yes, that is a good idea.
I think that Sonic has only really thrived in nostalgia and more recently the multimedia of the franchise with like the TV shows. Because Sonic Boom honestly was pretty hilarious. It was a Cartoon Network show, and it has some gems in it. It's so good. We have the new Netflix series, Sonic Prime, which it has the greatest design of Sonic I have ever seen. Like I have never seen a Sonic look as good.
More than any video game,
more than any video game or the movies, and that too. The two movies, these two like blockbuster movies that are about Sonic, and that they.
I think the second one is actually better than the first, though, from what I've heard.
That's what I've heard. We're still waiting for it to drop on Paramount. We're still waiting for it to drop on Paramount to watch it. But I just feel like so many games have been like all the most recent Sonic games have just been misses, and like some of them were okay, but in like this like I was seeing a lot of people talk about it online, and folks watching, if you're excited for Sonic Frontiers, I think that's the name of the new game coming out.
Yeah, the open world Sonic one.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be mid.
You think so?
I mean, it could, but like the bar is so low that a mid Sonic game is incredible. It's just unfortunate that the quality of Sonic games is not up to par.
I thought the Colors remaster was pretty good.
But that was the remaster, the original game, like, and that's also it's also a diamond in the rough.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I don't think the problem is Sonic Team. I think the problem is Sega.
That's what I mean when you were talking about selling, like hoarding IPs. I think Sonic Team should move to the West because I think we would do a very good job.
I think Sonic Team isn't Sonic Team. I think that is a Western studio, but Sega is just a Japanese publisher. I think I could be wrong on that, but I'll visit that at a later date. We'll talk about that another day. But yeah, $300 million deal selling Tomb Raider. The owners of Tomb Raider and for like 25 years have sold Tomb Raider. No longer own it. That's interesting. Crazy. That's crazy. We got a demo of the same engine that had the Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 demo. We got Spider-Man in that same engine. We have footage of Spider-Man running in Unreal Engine 5. Obviously, it doesn't look perfect. Very bare bones, but the visuals, the graphics look like indescribable, like near indiscernible from reality. Like if you saw Spider-Man in real life, this is probably what he would look like. Swinging around New York, at least.
Damn.
Looks pretty good. PlayStation has hired or is seeking someone to fill the position of an acquisitions manager.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder what they have planned.
yeah, if you have any doubt of whether stuff is going to get bigger and bigger in America, then this will put those doubts at ease. The biggest rumor is that they're buying From Software, which they may announce any day now. People had speculated that they were interested in buying Square Enix for the longest time, but just based on the fact that Square Enix sold a lot of their properties, I don't think they're interested in being bought out. Because they have now $300 million new dollars that they just got to fund new projects that they're interested in. So I don't think they're interested in being bought out. But From Software, I don't know. But that also depends on if Bandai Namco wants to sell From Software.
That's also true.
Speaking of Tomb Raider, the lifetime sales of the series total has sold all the games across the entire Tomb Raider series from 1996 to 2018 have sold 88 million copies of all the games combined. And most of those, it looks like, came from mobile game downloads of the old Tomb Raider games. Looks like.
Interesting.
Like you see that in the graph. 53 million plus were paid mobile downloads.
Yeah.
That's insane. It's also telling that the reboot trilogy was responsible for 38 million. That's pretty cool. But in comparison, like the original Tomb Raider game is like not even on the radar. I didn't even know there was a Tomb Raider game called Guardian of Light. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light.
It was actually one of the few that it was like free on Xbox 360. I had tried it out. It's like a top-down shooter.
Is it? I had never heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, that's 88 million AAA units sold, and then 53 are paid mobile downloads.
Paid mobile downloads. Yeah, that's what I said. Is that not what I said?
No, I thought you were like putting that into. I'm confused. Like, is it still considered AAA if it's a mobile download?
Yeah, because they're downloading mobile ports of the old Tomb Raider games.
Okay, then that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's like how like there's phone ports of the old GTA games on mobile. It's like that. Xbox has revealed a new color of controller called the deep pink
purple. I'm trying really hard today, and I can't seem to get anything right. As I'm opening the link, and I see I've made a horrible mistake.
It's deep pink.
Xbox reveals a new deep pink controller.
It's honestly really cool. The pink and white contrast is really nice.
Hey, I wonder what that looks like. It's Kirby.
Honestly, to me, it reminds me of ice cream.
Don't lick it.
I'm not gonna lick it, but it looks.
Especially if you put it in your hands, like ugh.
It looks like it would be good for licking, though. So next up, I thought a little bit of speculation would be fun. I know we don't do enough of it, but what do you think is going to be present at Xbox's June 12th showcase? Their summer showcase of.
I feel didn't we talk about this like a week or 2 weeks ago where we were
Oh, we
talking
did,
about
yeah.
like but like Senua 2,
Senua Saga 2,
Starfield.
Yeah. All right, my
Yeah,
bad.
we can retouch on that in
In a couple
the
weeks.
like the week leading up to it.
Yeah.
But on that note, speaking of the Xbox showcase, let's get to a headline topic. Just smooth segue as I stutter. E3 is officially dead. But now we have the Summer Showcase.
Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game Fest.
That run by Geoff Keighly, that is poised to replace E3, and it looks like Geoff Keighly had been planning that for a while now, considering Summer Game Fest started when E3 was first canceled in 2020, and that was the first year that Summer Game Fest was put on to fill the void of E3. And we have another big announcement concerning Summer Game Fest. It is actually the first ever gaming conference / showcase in history that is going to be presented live in IMAX theaters.
It's so fucking cool.
That's amazing.
The thing that breaks my heart is if I would like to stream as much of it as we can.
But I also want to have the experience
of being able to... I also want to have the experience of going to see it in theaters and, like, screaming with an audience when a big reveal happens. Like, that's fucking... That's just, like, one degree of Kevin Bacon away from actually being at the awards.
I know. I think I'm gonna make it a call right here. I think we should go see it in IMAX. I think we should skip the stream for this one. I think
okay.
I think we'll save the stream for the Game Awards at the end of the year. But I think for us to have that experience it would be great for us to see that and to have that.
Look at us.
I am very excited to see that though. I like the second I see tickets go on. I hope because they said select IMAX theaters. I hope that we have at least
do research. We'll do research
that we're near. Yeah.
Yep.
I hope that we're at least near one that's going to be presenting it, because if not, I'll be really depressed. Yeah, we got other summer things going on. We got the Xbox and Bethesda showcase, obviously. Summer Game Fest is the big one. That is going to be the replacement for E3. That's going to be reportedly 2 hours of announcements, which is going to be crazy. That's almost as long as the Game Awards itself.
Yeah.
We got the PC gaming show, which is going to show off a lot of big exclusive PC games, as well as some new indie titles that are exclusive to the platform as well. We have a future game show hosted by people at Games Radar, focusing on game platforms of all types, including PC, that will be showing footage from new games in development as well. We also have unconfirmed showcases that have the potential to happen. One I know you'll be interested in, Jared, is something that Devolver has been hinting at, called Devolver Direct, where they host their own. I think they had that last year, didn't they? They had a Devolver Direct. I believe so.
I think that was when they announced Wizard with a Gun.
Something like that. Weren't they the ones behind Weird West?
It might have been Weird West, not Wizard with a Gun.
I think it was Weird West.
It was Weird West.
No, you're right. Wizard with a Gun. No, you're right.
I was right.
You're right. Wizard with a Gun, I think they also did Weird West. And
what a great stu.
And Terra Nil was something that they worked on as well. I haven't heard of that one. But could return this year, but it's unconfirmed whether its official status is yet to be confirmed for this year. We have a Ubisoft Forward, where they're likely to announce or at least hint at some new Assassin's Creed game. Maybe even a successor to Rainbow Six Siege, since Rainbow Six Siege was debuted in, I believe, 2014. So it's getting up there in years. Could see that, and we are expected, I hope, to see the first ever gameplay footage since 2018 of Skull and Bones. I hope. Oh, I hope. And there's and there's Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora too, the Avatar game. Moving
Oh,
on. Moving on. Uh, there's always the possibility that Sony is going to host a state of play on their own, and I say possibility, it's all but confirmed that they will, because they wouldn't just let E3 pass them by. The E3 season, I mean. I'm still going to refer to it as the E3 season just because that's what we've all known for a while now. The summer game reveal season. And most likely Nintendo Direct will pop up at some point. Unconfirmed when, though. It's also important to note that EA Play 2022 has been canceled. If you'll remember, EA Play 2021 was where we got the first announcement for the Dead Space remake, as well as Battlefield 2042. So we're not going to be getting that this year. That conference has been canceled, but that has been the only one, at least so far. But yeah, we got a full summer of reveals, full summer of excitement, and I am super thrilled to tackle it with you guys. Moving on, Crysis 4 has a new game director, the former director of Hitman 3, which was the best Hitman game since like Hitman Blood Money, I think. Has joined Crytek, the developer behind Crysis, to develop Crysis 4, which I think is really good. I never thought that there would be a Crysis 4, honestly.
no.
I have the remastered collection. I have been sitting on it for a while now. I have not played it, but I should. I've heard it's really good, especially the first one. Bungie, gonna get political here for a second. Bear in mind. Bungie has spoken out in support against the decision or the opinion to overturn Roe v. Wade, which I think is really cool of them to be publicly outspoken of the overturning of that. Their statement. Do you want to read it? It's the it's the paragraph in gray.
I shared it on Facebook. It's so. So the statement is: at Bungie, we believe that everyone has a right to choose their own path, and that freedom is expressed across all facets of life. The leaked draft decision by the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade represents a blow to freedom in America and is a direct attack on human rights. By creating a divide between those two who possess the fundamental right to make healthcare decisions that are right for them and those who do not possess that same freedom, this decision, should it become final, will have far-reaching consequences that will be felt for generations across socioeconomic lines. Bungie is committed to safeguarding the freedom and privacy of its employees and providing support to all employees affected by this decision. Standing up for reproductive choice and liberty is not a difficult decision to make, and Bungie remains dedicated to upholding these values. If you would like to donate to organizations that support rights to healthcare, these are a few you might consider, and lists a few sources to donate to.
A few nonprofits to donate to that support
and
the right to choose and all that.
I just want to share that Bungie's PR team on Twitter is not taking the clapback, or like the pushback from people who follow. So their original post was a smaller version of what their thoughts are in this statement, and then it is a link to their full statement. 1776 says, "Can we just stick to making video games?" Bungie replied, "Never." LGZ said, "Literally, this is just sad. You, as a gaming company, are really going to start choosing a side when you shouldn't even be involved in this bunch of political BS. As a gaming company, your focus should be how to appease people with your games, not your opinions. Don't. Seriously." Bungie retweeted, "We've chosen our side and it wasn't difficult. Our company values exist beyond our games." Black Toppings said, "Y'all need to stop politics. It's not a business standpoint nor a game standpoint. It's irrelevant to what y'all do." Bungie retweeted, "It's very relevant to the lives of our employees. We will never stop." Cosmic replied, You are a video game company. Bungie replied, you are a toaster.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, Bungie is standing
Firm.
firm, and
I-
they are defending themselves too, which is it's awesome. Good
I mean,
on you, Bungie.
Oh, you know what? That deserves a round of applause. That's awesome. That's awesome that they did that. Other companies should take note. Speaking of
Other companies, oh my god,
Activision Blizzard has just been taking L's left and right for the past like year and a half. The city of New York has filed a complaint against Activision Blizzard for wrongdoing tied to their acquisition by Microsoft. The city alleges that CEO Bobby Kotick and the board of directors of Activision Blizzard rushed the sale, pushed it through to dodge fallout and criticism and disciplinary action following sexual misconduct reports personally and within the company itself. Oh, Activision Blizzard, how did you get this way? How did you get this way? Oh my goodness. This is rough. Like I could go into more detail. The suit was filed on May 2nd by the by the New York City Employees Board of Education and Teachers Retirement Systems. But honestly, what's the point? At this point, Activision is on fire, just running around. Like, I hope Microsoft can go in there and like clean house, like get rid of the people who like actually cause problems, like the CEO, or are very least complacent in the acts. And I hope that they could actually make some real change there, because this is ridiculous at this point. This is just too much. The most wishlist game on Steam has moved to Unreal Engine 5, but as a result, has been delayed until 2023. The day before, a game that I have been very interested in, as it has been described as a mix between The Division and The Last of Us. It is currently the most wishlist game on Steam, and they chose to transition to Unreal Engine 5 because they felt like making use of that graphics engine and that game engine will be the more advanced technology and will do their game justice, will be actually what they want to produce. But in order to do that, they had to delay their game to March 1st, 2023. Which is fine. The original release date was, I believe, June 10th of next month. But honestly, the gameplay of it so far has me really happy. It looks like The Division, but with a more narrative focus plus zombies. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
Looks pretty cool. It's also it's an MMO, and this might be the first multiplayer game that I like get into again. Looks almost like a spiritual successor to DayZ. But good. But like not toxic as hell, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm interested in it, but sad that it's delayed, but you know, take all the time you need. That's what I say. Big news for Fortnite fans. xCloud has finally found a loophole, or issued a loophole to Epic Games. And through the power of xCloud on Microsoft Edge browser on the iPhone, Fortnite is now playable on iOS devices again for the first time in nearly a year and a half. Ever since Epic put out that 1984 parody against Apple.
Yeah.
That was actually, they were not too far off with that.
It's funny how the world works.
That is how the world. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing it anymore because I don't want to get copyright strike. But yeah, I'm not the biggest Fortnite fan. I'm not a Fortnite fan at all, actually. But like, I am pleased that people on iOS who were interested in playing it can do so again. If only this way. The FTC has audited Sony's Bungie acquisition mainly because the Federal Trade Commission of the United States has been getting concerned with the growing size of these big companies like Microsoft and Sony.
Yeah.
I believe they are also currently inspecting the Activision buyout at Microsoft. But yeah, this stuff is becoming more routine, and I feel like they're going to be doing this a lot more often in the future as companies get bigger, but also smaller at the same
Yeah.
time. There might be a Jedi Fallen Order cameo in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi Star
Dude,
Wars show.
I would love that so much.
And
oh my god.
the man himself, Ewan McGregor, has hinted as such.
Dude, imagine Cal in a fucking
Could be.
Disney series. That would be because they take place at the same time. And he was saying, Ewan McGregor was saying how, like, because the game was known knowledge, like it was like canon knowledge first. They are sourcing, like, if there are certain things that the Fallen Order had set up that they have to follow suit with in the Obi-Wan series, which I thought was really cool. Like they're putting a lot of effort into conserving continuity.
If they do that, that kind of puts Star Wars in a unique position where Marvel has the MCU, which is just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Right? Which is just across movies and TV, right? But it kind of puts Star Wars in a unique position where they could have things connected across movies, TV shows, as well as video games.
And we're also not even considering like Marvel Cinematic Universe with the TV and movies, but they're also Star Wars is in a way its umbrella is bigger in a way because of all of the Star Wars books.
Going off of that, there's much more source material from Marvel and DC characters going off of the 80 plus years of comics that they both have.
Yeah, but the comics aren't built into the MCU.
Not
when they're based off of.
Yes, they are based off of that. Yeah.
I realize I'm not angry. We're arguing the same thing. And I will step down because I keep hamming at a wall that it is not as the wall is behind me.
Where's
and
your
I'm
ham?
Yelling at it.
Where's your ham? Yeah, but we were I realized we were saying the same thing, and that's why I was getting confused. I was like, wait, what? We're having a conversation about the same thing, and we're both saying the same thing, but just wording it differently. And I was like, wait, what? But yeah, I agree.
I'm still kind of confused. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. We already talked about that. I thought this was really interesting. The World Video Game Hall of Fame inductees for 2022.
I had no idea. First of all, I had no idea this was a thing.
Have been announced.
What is this?
So the World Video Game Hall of Fame began at the Strong National Museum of Play in 2015 in New York, and the purpose was to
2015. Interesting. So that they're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking.
It's due to the or what they try to do is sort of like sports. You think of like sports.
Yes, yeah. I know. Like I know the concept of a Hall of Fame. So it's like games that are like recognizing games, lifelong achievements in life and in the platform.
Essentially, yeah.
Like their mark on like the lasting mark they have left. So I'm seeing now that this year's inductees are Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which is the big one, alongside Miss Pac-Man, Dance Dance Revolution. We got our DDR in there. no joke on my part this time. It's actually DDR referencing Dance Dance Revolution and Sid Meier's
Hold on.
Civilization.
No, sorry. What you just read, except for Ocarina of Time, is incorrect. The list of inductees for 2022 includes Grand Theft Auto 3, the original Legend of Zelda, Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Bros., Tetris, Halo Combat Evolved, Minecraft, Final Fantasy VII, Pokemon, and Pokemon Red and Green are among the inductees, as well as Ocarina of Time. Miss Pac-Man said they made our list of 100 video games of all time. This publication's own list of best video games. Not talking about in that section, they weren't referring to the actual World Video Game Hall of Fame inductees for this year. They were referring to the in-house reviewed 100 video games of all time that they did.
No, I am on the World Video Game Hall of Fame site.
You are?
Like it was a confusing. It was IGN did not do a good job wording this article. From Rochester, New York, Miss Pac-Man, Dance Dance Revolution, Ocarina of Time, and Sid Meier's Civilization.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
I believe that list of games. Yeah, those games were previous inductees, I believe.
Oh, gotcha. So those were previous ones that had gotten that achievement. Gotcha. Okay, I apologize for that.
No problem. No problem. I just wanted to clear that up because the amount of times I've been confused by something we've been talking about just today alone, I
can't remember anymore.
Kevin, you need to grab my head and shake it. I think a concussion will help.
Okay. No. Whatever you think, no.
I think me getting a concussion would be like my villain origin story because that's when my alternate personality would appear. I was going to say,
that's when your personality would split. Finally, last gaming topic of the day. Blizzard has hired a former Disney executive as their vice president of workplace culture, which I think is a nice step forward for them. They are connected to Activision, Activision, Blizzard King, all that. But I think this shows intent, at least, of some sort of workplace reform, which I think is very important. So yeah.
I just want to backtrack just a quick second. I'm now because I never knew about the Video Game Hall of Fame, so I just want to read off the list of games. Winners. So the first 6 inducted were Tetris, Super Mario Brothers, Pac-Man, World of Warcraft, Doom, and Pong. And now when I say these, it is not like the franchises, it is the game. So when I say Doom, I mean I'm referencing the original Doom.
The specific entry in that franchise.
So those were the 2015 inductees. 2016 had GTA 3, The Oregon Trail, The Legend of Zelda, The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Space Invaders. 2017 had 4 inductees: Halo Combat Evolved, Street Fighter 2, Donkey Kong, and Pokemon Red Green versions. 2018 had Tomb Raider, Space War, John Madden Football, and Final Fantasy VII, the original. 2019 had Super Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat, Microsoft Solitaire, and Colossal Cave Adventure.
I think that was a text-based thing.
Yeah, no, it's...
Yeah, it was a text.
Yeah, that's the one where you type get lamp and stuff.
That game was amazing. I love that game.
2020's nominee or inductees were Minecraft, King's Quest, Centipede, and Bejeweled.
The fact that you could play Bejeweled, the fact that you could play any video game with a DirecTV remote, it said a lot about the accessibility of your game.
And 2021's now, I keep saying nominees. 2021's inductees are Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, StarCraft, the original Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
And the original Animal Crossing. And just to say again, this year's inductees were Sid Meier's Civilization, Miss Pac-Man, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a interesting list. But yeah, like each one, I was like, I can understand, like they have all left their mark, and you can see the reverberations of what they've done in the industry. That's super cool.
Let's wait until 2023's nominees. Witcher 3. Come on, it deserves it.
You can vote. You can put in nominations. I wonder if it's a voting thing.
If I had to guess, it would be like it's like a panel of judges that votes on it.
And then it's like all of the nominees come in and they pick the 4. It's looking like at first it was 6, but they moved to 4 games per year.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There wasn't any anime news. Just for a random rant. Watch Spy Family. It's still going. Season 1's still going. Watch it weekly. It's adorable. Fucking watch your boy Conming. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hold up. I didn't know what to expect, but I've only been impressed by it. I think it's your boy Kongming. Yep, Kongming, with an exclamation point.
Got it.
It's about a feudal Japanese like a feudal Japanese general who gets transported to modern day and uses his like military tactics, like his genius military tactic brain to help a musical artist rise to stardom.
That sounds interesting.
It's hilarious. And then I'm gonna say go watch One Piece.
I have been, actually.
I know you have. I'm gonna come over and watch some with you.
I've started season 2, which is I'm on episode 64, I think.
Have you entered the Grand Line?
Yes. Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Oh, so you've met Laboon.
I just finished that episode, actually. Yes.
I love Laboon. He's
very.
We're talking about a whale that cannot speak.
He's very derpy, and he's very sad, actually. Very sad.
Just wait. His story doesn't end there. Oh man. Okay, we'll get you out of here with what to watch and play.
Very short list for games this week. Citizen Sleeper is out on PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S.
More like Resident Sleeper.
It's a role-playing game. I have no idea what it entails, though. We have, I was going to say Poopy, but it's Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, which seems to be a...
Oh, I know what that is. Poppy Playtime. It's
a horror game.
Yeah, it's the new
Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, it's the new like chain mail thing that Christian moms are freaking out about. They're like their kids are playing this game that's
Poppy
literally
Playtime.
which is meant for adults because it is a like 17+ game, and it's
anytime like parents complain about video games, my thought just immediately goes to Grand Theft Auto. Like,
also to be fair, like the Poppy's Playtime, like the main character, like the villain, which I forget the name of,
Poppy.
but no, it's something kind of like that, but give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Huggy Wuggy.
Yeah, there it is. Huggy
Ew.
Wuggy.
Gross.
Yeah. There's a whole fucking. I could go on a rant about Huggy Wuggy and the shit that people are doing with Huggy Wuggy.
Anyway, Chapter 2, Poppy's Playtime Chapter 2 is out on PC, iOS, and Android. And finally, this has been recommended to me by a lot of people. Trek to Yomi is out on PC.
You know who worked on Trek to Yomi?
Who was that?
Devolver Digital.
Really?
Yeah.
But they didn't develop it.
No, they worked on it.
Oh, they in collaboration. Yeah, it was flying. The studio was Flying Wild Hog, which is a great name for a game studio, actually. Trek to Yomi is out on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. And special note, it is also out on Xbox Game Pass for free if you have Xbox Game Pass.
Hell yeah!
So, if you like Ghost of Tsushima, I've been told you will love this.
Cool. For movies, we have Thing from the Factory by the Field. When three teenagers initiate a new member into their garage band, a mysterious thing falls from the sky. We have Tokyo Twilight. We have 1 Second. We have The Color of Care. We have The Friend. Oh, that looks horrifying. Oh, hold on. A boy kills his friend and is haunted by the memory of him until one day... ... It's 37 minutes. It's a short film. The tagline is always say sorry. Entwined, but twin is in all caps. We have Shouting at the Walls. We have We Will Never Be Free. We have a fan-made SpongeBob and SquarePants movie, Rehydrated. We have Homecoming. The second part of In Space with Markiplier is out.
That's pretty cool.
We have Constantine, The House of Mystery, and a good DC property. We have Showtime 1958. We have Quarantones.
That's how I would pronounce it, yeah.
We have Scariest Monsters in America. My God, it's Steve Buscemi! No, there's no movie poster. We have Anais in Love. Wait, I don't know if you're also looking at the list. Why is this movie in the May releases and it says April 29th?
Because
that's strange.
Whoever put this page together didn't do a good job.
Cool. Okay. So then we have Petite Maman. We have a horrifying animated rendition of Marmaduke.
Looks like Scooby-Doo, actually. I mean, Scooby-Doo is a Great Dane, though, right?
Yeah. We have Lux Eterna, which is Latin. That's the first time I've ever seen the A-E. And it's like that the one letter that's both A and E.
Mm-hmm.
We have a anthropomorphic version of Around the World in 80 Days. Interesting. Yeah, we have Escape the Field. That one looks interesting. I'm gonna say more on that. Interesting. We have Vortex. We have Respect the Jux. And finally, we have the big one of the week.
There's actually, above that, there's Shepherd, which comes out on May 6th as well. They organized this bad.
They did this terribly.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Let me scroll through all of May now just to make sure. Nope. We got them all. Now, actually, the big one, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
So excited.
Out today. We're seeing it tomorrow.
So excited.
It's going to be very fun. There must have been another, like, film festival because there was, like, a lot of short movies dropped on May 1st.
Mm-hmm. Must have been.
Like, in Twinned, The Friend, Thing from the Factory, By the Field, Color of Care.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
So for TV, we got Girls 5 Eva. That's how it's said. It's Girls, the number 5, and EVA. Girls 5 Eva. New season
Girls
of that.
5 Eva.
New season of that is out on Peacock. A new season of The Big Con is out on Apple TV Plus. A new season of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds is out on Paramount Plus. A new season of Blood Sisters is out on Netflix. A new season of Wild Babies is out on Netflix. A new season of Pentaverate is out on Netflix. A new season of Clark is out on Netflix. A new season of The Staircase is out on HBO Max. A new season of Welcome to Eden is out on Netflix. A new season of Borscht Legacy is out on IMDb TV. A new season of Tehran is out on Apple TV Plus. A new season of To Mom and Dad with Love is out on Apple TV Plus. A new season of The Wilds is out on Amazon Prime Video. And a special, The Unsolved Murder of Beverly Lynn Smith, is out on Amazon Prime Video. And that is all we have for TV this week.
Cool.
So yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. Get excited. We got a lot of summer announcements coming for games. And me and Jared are going to go see the first ever gaming conference in IMAX theaters. That's going to be amazing.
Something that I'm going to fucking tell my kids about.
I know. I remember the feeling you get from standing there. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I think we'll be back here same time next week, right? It's the 11th. No, it's the 12th next week. No, it's the 13th next week. I can't count.
You got there. I can't think and you can't count. We're doing great. These are two people.
Look at us.
These are two people who should be doing podcasts.
These are two people who are legally somehow allowed to drive.
Oh, I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
Well, I'm turning 24 in a month.
I know. That's crazy. Isn't that gross to think about?
That tastes sour in my mouth. But yeah. Thanks for watching Amusement Mile. Kevin, any closing thoughts?
Don't let Mark Zuckerberg kiss you in the metaverse.
I'd let him kiss